Hi, this is Alia Bhatt. My film Gangubai Kathiawadi releases on the 25th of February in cinemas, and you're watching me on IndianExpress.com.
How excited are you for the film coming on the big screen and not taking the OTT route?
Oh, I'm very excited. I also believe it's that kind of film that should only be viewed in the theatre, especially with, everybody is aware of Sanjay Sir's films and its, cinematography, the way he puts together a film on celluloid. It's a visual spectacle, and they don't say that for no reason. And Gangubai is also that kind of film. Also, I believe this is that kind of film that you need to get involved in it and experience it, as opposed to pause it, and then maybe do something else and all of that. That feeling of watching a film together with strangers and sitting in a theater is just, it's a magical experience.
At any point were you though nervous that what if things don't work out? And
most definitely, but I think one thing that kept me going was the belief that Sir had in cinema and the cinemas, and he's like, nahi, ye picture to theatre mein release karenge.
when Gangubai was announced, people thought that Alia is not the SLB kind of an actor, but that is no more. You are very much a Gangubai. So how does that feel now that people are believing in you being an SLB actor?
But I think it was less me being an SLB actor as opposed to, oh, I'm not maybe right for this particular part, because the feeling it gave was, we said Gangubai Mafia Queen. Now Mafia has a bit of a weight and intensity and grit to it. So automatically, because of the perception and the personality and the face that I have, people would imagine that, oh, I'm cute, bubbly, young, soft, gentle. So how can I be playing a Mafia Queen? It's a bit hard. And I totally understand where they're coming from, because I was also one of the people who felt that way when I first heard the narration. I was like, will I be able to pull it off? But the big answer is only one thing, which is, this is a director who's been working for 25 years. He obviously has a vision. He's not just going to just do things for the heck of it, And I think, isn't it more magical when you don't expect someone to pull something off, or they're not right for the role, but then they kind of put themselves and make it work? I think that's more exciting and challenging. And I think that's what everybody's saying, that now, oh yeah, maybe we thought that she's not the obvious choice, but why go for the obvious choice? So I understand the confusion, but I hope they understand the response.
Sanjay Leela Bhansali is known to be a taskmaster, and there have been stories from set where people have said that actors ro pade hain when there were expectations, the kind of work culture, work culture in the sense he is hard to a taskmaster. How was your experience working with him?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Taskmaster, I mean, I'm trying to understand what the deep meaning of this word taskmaster is. He's not he's not like a disciplinarian, where he's bringing it out of you by the by the minute. He gives you so much space, he gives you so much time to live with your part and character. And you ask any actor, and I'm now the newest one added to the list of actors that he worked with, everyone says he's just next level. Working with him is a dream. It's like a trip, and it's like the most nourishing food for an actor, like the healthiest food that is. It's also filling and it's also yummy. That's what it is working with Sir. You gain so much from that experience.
And as Gangubai also, you really seem like you're having fun, at the same time you're owning that space. So what kind of mental preparation also you had to do for it?
See, I'm a very imaginative person. So that sometimes is like the route I take to feel anything for a character, is I truly try and imagine what she's going through. But I can't tell you in terms of the preparation how every scene was performed, because each and every scene had a lot of conversation before we shot it. And that's the conversation that actually led me to doing anything that I did. Now, whether it's good, bad, ugly, that people will see the film and see. But I'm getting that sense that even from the trailer that they're finding it believable. So that's a big one sort of half the job done.
Now, has the motivation to do films changed?
Yeah, it has. It's not about like, oh, I need a hit film, or yeah, of course you want to do big films, and you want to do, by big I mean in terms of its vision and its thought and its reach. Like you want to as many people to watch your films. You're not doing films only for yourself, you're doing it for the audience. I think for me, I choose films as an audience, like how I would like to watch a film. I choose a film also like that, like, oh, it's fun, or it's not fun, or it's exciting, or it's interesting. And sometimes you do films for different reasons. You do it for performance, sometimes you do it for fun, sometimes you do it because, oh, it will be nice to do this genre, or nice to work with this director. So it's different reasons why you choose a film. And sometimes they work, and you know, most of the times they work, or sometimes they don't. But when they don't work is when you actually learn a lot. And it's very short-lived, you know, the success of a film. Like you work so hard for it, and then finally it's out, and if it's a big success, I never move on. It's like you move on like this, because if you swim in that success, then it's like, okay, then you've lost. Then it's like you're done. Like you won't be able to really move on. You have to leave the success behind as soon as possible. But in fact, the failure takes longer to get over.
Yeah.
Then you're like, oh God, you're thinking about it, you're feeling it, and then you're like experiencing it, and you're like, okay, and it didn't do well. You know, you really walk around like you've done something wrong. And then you have to learn from that also and move forward.
People have also been gushing about how you've been talking about your relationship. So, what is that space right now, and how it seems like a very beautiful space, and people are happy for you, and that candidness is coming. So, how is it going on right now?
There's nothing to hide. I think there's a time in your life when you feel maybe, oh, I shouldn't speak about it, and you do it for some reasons which maybe you are protective, or you're not sure, or you could be like, oh, I don't want to really talk about it, it's my life. It's not like I'm plastering my relationship on every wall in the city or in the country, but there's nothing to hide when I'm like, if I say I'm not going to lie that I'm not in a relationship. Of course I'm in a relationship, and I'm very happy, and I'm, you know, deeply in love, and I believe in the in the relationship. So in the moment, I'm a very dil wala person. Yeah. You know, like genuinely, like I go with my heart. So like, there's nothing to hide for me. There's nothing to like I said, go around screaming on the rooftop either. But I'm a little bit like romantic in that sense, like Pyar Kiya to Darna Kiya type.
So cute.
Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, now he is somebody that I like deeply love and look up to, and feel very comfortable with, and that's the point that we've been dating for so many years. I feel too comfortable to not talk about it. So like, if I'm asked, I'm not going to be like, oh, मैं बाद में बताऊंगी. वो मैं नहीं कर सकती हूँ अभी. I think I'm a little bit, in terms of age, also gone past that moment.